one. And we're back! I'm so happy to be back too. I have to say, I was really excited about recording today. That song that you just heard was Gorilla by Lil Sims. I just spent a little bit of time across the pond.
Simsima.
I just spent a little time across the pond last like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I was in London. And I don't know. I just started thinking about like UK artists and wanting to, because I really am not a person who's into UK drill.
Girl, yeah.
Like it's something so fucking corny about it to me.
I think that's the Chicagoan in you.
It really is the Chicago to me. That shit just seems so fucking corny. But one UK artist I really do love. I really do love Lil Sims. Like I think she's just so creative and talented, and I love when she talks her shit like this. And so, the song is from her latest EP.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hold on. It's like every time we start recording, okay, they're gone. So yeah, so I think this is songs from her latest EP, and this was like one of the standouts from the EP. Is called No Thank You. Maybe it was an album. I don't know. But it
Mm-hmm.
came out late last year, like the end of last year, and I really liked it. What did you think
Yeah.
of it?
Yeah, I had heard this song a minute ago as well, and I think when I did a first pass of her album, I
Mhm.
didn't really like it didn't stand out to me
Mhm.
initially, but
Mhm.
it made a resurgence, I feel like, in the past like couple of months of becoming
Yeah.
popular. But yeah,
Didn't
it's a
she
cool song.
just was this the video that she just released?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
I think that was why I kind of started to listen, excuse me. I kind of
Hmm.
started to listen to it again because the video was so creative. It was like no, I really liked the video. So if you haven't heard this song, if you don't listen to Little Sims, like obviously like what are you doing? Stop not judging though, cuz you know what? We find out about things the way that we find out about them.
True.
So if you don't listen to Little Sims, I hope now you start listening to Little Sims.
Right, now you're put on.
Number
Now you're put
one,
on.
but two, also go watch the Gorilla video because I thought it was so creative. Dave Meyers, the director, is like a huge like hip hop music video director, but I just love the work that he does, like with artists like Lil Sims and
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick and Drake. Like I just think he's so creative, and I really love that. I think there
Nice.
should be more Black women directing music videos. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like I feel like that is a lane that kind of feels very male coded and definitely very white. Like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the really, really big, famous, music video directors, or rather the ones that are working right now. Cause, I don't want to discount like, Director X and Hype Williams and like the really, really, really talented ones, but they're men, like
Right.
where the one Black woman that comes to mind, like off the top of my head, is Karina Evans. Is that her
Mm-hmm.
last name? But
I'm not sure.
she directed all those Drake music videos, like back when he was releasing Scorpion, the album, which
Mm-hmm.
I did not really like, but I liked those music videos though,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, this has like a different touch to it, like
Mm.
this is a storyteller, you know what I mean?
Yep.
He needs to bring her the fuck back because I don't know what this nigga doing now,
Child's play.
acting a fool. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Where My Girls At.
Welcome.
Happy fall. Well, it's still hot as hell here.
Yeah, it is
I don't know
pretty
if it's
hot
still hot.
here.
It's hot as hell.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
don't
hot.
even think it's technically fall yet. Is it? It might still be
Fall's
summer.
gonna be the end of the month, like
Right.
September 20th ish.
Okay.
But
Okay.
pumpkin season has already been
And I
among us.
definitely had me a little pumpkin spice iced chai this morning.
I
Definitely
gotta give
had
you
one.
one.
Let me tell you, that shit got me right. I was like,
Bougie.
like that shit was good as fuck. I love when
Yeah.
pumpkin season comes around. I love summer the most. Like out of all my favorite seasons, I feel like
Same.
all my favorite music comes out. I love summer fashion. I love everything about summer. But fall to me, I feel like I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need to chill a
To
little
slow
bit.
down,
I
yeah.
need to slow down a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'm excited because there's a
Same.
lot. It seems like there's about to be a lot coming up this motherfucking fall,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm excited for it. But
Oh
how are
yeah.
you? You just celebrated your anniversary.
Yeah, you
Do you
know.
know what today is? It's our
Anniversary.
anniversary. But
Yeah.
what else is up? What's going on in DC?
Things are good. Things are good. I'm trying to think what has been going on since we caught up. I actually went to a concert last week. Shout out to my friend Marley. They were in town, and we went to go check out their artist. If you all haven't heard of her, her name is Sad Boy. She's from Toronto, Canada,
Okay.
and
I've
she
never heard of
was
her.
it was pretty cool. She's like reggaeton type of pop in a way, I would say.
Ooh, I
So
love
it was
that.
interesting. But she's super young. She's like 23. She's on
Love it.
tour right now.
Love it.
So got to check that out. Had a great Labor Day weekend. Celebrated
Yes.
the anniversary. Hung out with
Yes.
some friends.
Love it.
They did wine tastings, and
Love it.
there was a DC restaurant week as well. So went and hit up
Ooh.
some like really nice restaurants and tried some really good food. So
I
that's
wonder when LA Restaurant Week is. I feel like every time I look at all the restaurants that are available for LA Restaurant Week, I'm like, this is whack. Like, I don't want to go to none of these fucking restaurants.
yeah, it's not worth it. It's not
It's
worth
not
it.
worth it. But I think I might try it this year because I don't think I've ever done Restaurant Week since I've moved here.
Yeah.
So I might try that. That's so fun though.
What about you?
Love that.
You definitely went to go see the Queen
Oh
on
my
her birthday
motherfucking
party.
that show was like it had me gagged. So I went to go see Beyonce. I went to Beyonce's birthday party, obviously, not the after party, just the show. Because like you can't Beyonce is not an artist you can just see once. You know, like you see it one time and your jaw is just on the floor. Like you're just gagged so that you can't even process everything that's happening in front of you. So the second time, you can have a little bit more focus, like
Right,
you
right.
can catch things you didn't see last time because you're not
Hmm.
so busy on recording it, so you have all these videos. You know what I mean? Like, so being able to see her the second time, being able to see her on her birthday, girl, I was in there sobbing. Like I was
No, I feel like the shit. That's what she would make you do, though.
Hell yeah, I was crying. Bitch, Diana Ross came out saying happy birthday to her. Ain't nobody helped Miss Diana Ross down them steps. She could not see where the fuck she was going for shit. And we was just up there like, wait a minute, where's she going? This how you know Diana didn't go to no sound check, nothing like that. Cause you know she wasn't supposed to walk out that far on that damn stage.
Oh
She
my
just kept
god.
fucking going. And she couldn't see shit. But it was so beautiful. And then Kendrick came out and I was so mad that his mic didn't start working till
Yeah,
halfway through because I
yeah.
was so gagged. But then she performed my favorite song from Renaissance, which is All Up in Your Mind, which she did
Okay.
not perform the first time I saw her in Vegas. And everybody kept saying, she's not going to perform it this time. She's not going to perform it this time. She did. And I was like, I felt like my heart was just so full because I wanted to see it.
Aw.
I really wanted to see it. That's been my favorite song since the album dropped. Like, I've been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. I mean, everything about this show, like, I feel like everybody brought out their A game this time around. Like, and of course, there were just so many. Like, I don't think there was an empty seat in the whole fucking place. Like,
Oh, I'm
that
sure.
that motherfucker was packed. And
Oh, and so
and
many
me,
celebrities too.
right? But I wasn't on the floor this time, so I couldn't see them. I was up in the nosebleeds, and bitch still had the time of my life. Okay, but it was really like just so amazing to me, just to see an artist like 42. Beyonce's been doing this for over 25 years. And no matter what, she just keeps reinventing herself, keep pushing herself to new heights, and it really just solidified in me. The journey is never done. There's always growing to do. There's always new discoveries to be made. And when
Hmm.
people count you out and say you're done, you can always
Hmm.
reinvent yourself. And I really just left there. First of all, I would never go out on a Monday night. That's a school night, bitch.
That's a school night.
I gotta be. Do you
100%.
know what time I went to bed on Monday? It was actually Tuesday. By the time I got home, it was Tuesday. It was 2 o'clock in the morning when I
Yep.
laid my head down in the bed. Okay, because getting all the way from Inglewood back to where I live in Koreatown, like baby,
Wild.
it's actually crazy how far apart it was. But I was like, for Beyonce, I don't give a fuck.
You would do it.
I only got 4 hours of sleep, and I literally don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like I had the best time. I'm so sad.
Aw.
I'm so sad that that was my last show because I'm like, what do you mean I can't go see Beyonce again? I'm really sitting here contemplating: do I spend the money
To go to
and go
Houston?
to see Beyonce?
You are wild.
And I know I can't afford it. I know I can't afford it. Like, my friends are about to get married and I have to be there. And I just, like, I know I can't.
Friends, Beyonce.
I'm like, I'm throwing my friend's bachelor party that same weekend. So it's like, I can't, you know what
Can't
I mean?
swing
Like,
it.
I
Yeah.
can't do it. And I really want to go because I just, like, I need to see her in Houston one time in my life. But I know this is not the last tour. I know Beyonce's not done touring. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. She
Um,
has many more tours left in her.
uh-huh. And
Um,
let me tell you, I will be at all of them. Anyway.
Speaking of tours, though, I mean, like the girls are going on tour.
I'm really excited.
Like,
I'm really
I'm
excited.
yeah. I was like, where do you want to start? I mean, like, Sexy Red is going
Wait,
on
well, you know, we
tour.
should talk about this because Doechii opened up for Beyonce.
Oh, true, true.
Doechii, it was not my show. It was the Saturday show that she opened up because the first LA show on September 1st, they had like what's his name? Big Sean. They had Coi Leray. DJ Khaled was bringing out all these people and everybody was like, how could she have this album that is so like a love letter to the queer community and have these random ass niggas opening up for her? And I feel like people since Doechii dropped that America Has a Problem freestyle
Oh yeah.
have been saying like, why isn't Doechii on tour with Beyonce? Why wasn't she on the remix? Why isn't this? And all I could think was like, Doechii should have been opening up for this tour the whole fucking time, if you
Mm,
ask me. Like,
mm,
so, but then she did open up for Beyonce the second night in LA. I saw clips of it, and of course she slayed.
yeah.
Like Doechii ate, and then Beyonce shouted her out at the end, like, "Oh, Doechii, like I love you" and stuff like that. Like, imagine that.
Imagine.
Imagine Beyonce shouting you out at her fucking concert. You
Yeah.
know, like that. You know, she deserves that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's pretty wild.
it really
Goals.
is. Who else? Bia's going on tour.
Bia.
Bia's going on tour and bringing Libra Jolie and
Hmm.
Lakia. And let me say, this lineup kind of really makes sense to me.
I was about to say, I was like, bad chicks link up. Like,
the bad bitches, come on, like no, it
it makes
really
sense.
it makes a lot of sense to me. And you know what? I kind of want music from them now.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
kind of
all
want
through
music from them
them.
now.
Oh yeah,
I will be
yeah.
there. I will be there. I will be there,
Hmm.
and I will be there to see Libra, who's obviously going to be the opener,
Yeah, for sure.
And
Hmm.
Lakia, who's going to go after her, and
Definitely,
Bia, duh, because
definitely.
I've never seen them live, and I mean, I kind of like there's a little bit of me that's hesitant because I'm like, remember that performance that Bia did years ago, and she was so dry on that stage with Lil Jon, but I feel like she's grown.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Do
feel
you
like she has a
remember that?
little.
You
I kind of remember
remember
that.
that?
Yeah, I feel like she's grown from there. So I think she'll be. I think that'll be. I think it's a good lineup, and it's definitely going to be in that order how you
Are you
said.
gonna go? Are you gonna go?
I don't think they have. Do they have DC? I think they do. I
I don't know.
might.
I didn't see the dates yet. I don't know. Are the tickets available? I
I don't
wasn't
know.
even gonna. Let me check.
But yeah, I was looking at it, but yeah, they do have a DC one in October, end of October. Um, but I really did want to see what's her name, Flo Millie though.
Oh, bitch, I'm going.
Flo Millie's going on tour with Maya the Don, which again also makes sense. I feel like a good pairing.
Oh, she's not coming to LA. Wait, let me check that again. Because I'm looking for Bia, and Bia's not coming to LA.
That's interesting.
That's crazy, right? Like, wait, let me. But no, yeah, Flo Milli is going on tour. And oh no, she is coming to LA. I don't know why. I was looking at something wrong. Okay, so B is coming to LA. Let me see how much these tickets cost. Because if they're more
Yeah.
than $35, oh, the tickets are just 34. The tickets are $34.
Oh, that's chill. That's chill.
So I'm definitely gonna go see this. It's
Yeah.
October 9th. The point that I am, what was I saying? I lost my train of
We were just talking about the concerts that it makes
thought.
sense these lineups.
No, yeah. So Flamili is bringing Maya the Dawn on tour. I'm really excited for this
Hmm.
because obviously Flamili has been, teasing this new album.
Yeah.
And she's been talking about like, wait a minute, is Flamili not coming to LA? What the fuck? No, it's not. Wait. No, I have to go and look this up because I did not get a good look.
Yeah.
Is she?
October 22nd.
I don't see it on Ticketmaster.
The Novo.
Bitch, I'm going to see Flo Milli. I don't see it on Ticketmaster though.
Hmm.
But I'm going to go see Flo Milli. I'm going to go see because I want to see Maya the Don live because like I said, we've been talking about this. We really just want to see her win. And like I told you last time I went to Flo Milli when she had Mona Leo opening up for her,
Yeah.
this bitch puts on a show.
Oh
Like,
yeah, and everybody knows her lyrics too. Like,
baby, like when I tell you word for word, the pauses and everything, like Flo Milli, I don't care what nobody talk about on the internet about her career. And I know she gets sick of that shit. People always like, well, why she ain't doing this? Why she ain't doing that? Baby, when I tell you Flo Milli, she got
she's got
stance.
it.
She got
She got
stance.
it.
Okay, bitches be showing up for Flo Milli and they know every motherfucking word. All that shit y'all be talking on the internet, it don't translate to real life. Flo Milli is that bitch, okay?
Yeah.
And
Flo Milli
then
shit.
and then Sexy Red is going on tour too. Obviously, I did not see
No.
Drake, so I didn't get to see her open up for Drake. But bitch, I
Yeah.
want to go to Sexy Red's concert. Like
Yo, she
I
is
don't
wildin' right
I
now.
don't
She
know
is so
what
funny.
I don't know what this concert is going to be giving. What do you think is going to be giving?
Honestly, it's I feel like it's giving, you know, sweat it out weaves. It's
Period.
giving
I'm
sticky,
ooh,
like
ooh, I hate
some
that
type
though.
of
I
like
hate that though.
sweat, whipped
Oh,
cream. I feel like they're gonna be doing
no.
some real wild stuff on that
You are making
stage.
me not want to go. I don't like that.
I feel like
Shit.
that's what it's giving to me.
I
It's
hate
giving
the
twerk
shit.
contest. It's giving twerk contest on stage.
I would love that. She needs to have a twerk contest.
It'll definitely
Or
be like twerk contest or like I don't know with this new peaches and eggplant
oh
remix.
my
Maybe like
god.
something with
We're
the
gonna get there.
eggplant.
We're gonna get
I don't
there.
know.
That would be so great. I'm so proud of Sexy Red because the tour sold out. Ken the Man is also on tour right now.
Oh, with who?
I don't think she with anybody. I think she's just going on a solo tour.
Oh, word.
I think it's already started. Like I think it's already started. Yeah, no, it's like already started. I don't know where the tour is going through. I would love to see Ken the Man live. I don't know what she's giving. I don't know how I'm gonna have money to see all these goddamn concerts live. Like, what's wrong with me? I don't have any sense. But
Money will
bitch,
return. Your money will
you
return.
know what? That's what I keep saying to myself. So yeah, so that's that. I'm really excited. The ones I'm definitely gonna go see Bia. I'm 100% gonna go see Flo Milli. If I can get tickets to Sexy Red and it hasn't passed already, I'm definitely gonna go see Sexy Red. I don't know if I'll have time to go see Ken the Man because I don't know when that's coming to LA or if it already came to
Yeah.
LA. But I'm just really happy. Like, yes,
The girls.
go out there, get that bag, bitch. Cause we know
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't make no money from streaming. Go out there,
Right.
perform. You have that merch. I'm gonna buy some shit. Okay. I love having concert tees to work out in. Okay, bitch.
Yeah.
Except for my Beyonce concert tee because that was $55.
Oh
So
my
that's
gosh.
getting okay. But baby, I wasn't playing. I had to give me a Beyonce concert shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Have to.
So da da da. Okay. The BET Hip Hop Award nominations just
Mm.
came out, and 21 Savage and Cardi B lead with 12 nominations each. And Drake has 9. I don't know why they had to mention him in that as well. Like it's not the same thing. So for best hip hop video, the Players Jersey Club remix is nominated. By Put It on the Floor Again is nominated, and
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow 2 is nominated.
See, this is what doesn't make sense to me. Like, obviously, love Cardi, like glad
Mm-hmm.
that she has all these nominations. But like what's the most like latest music that she can be, you know what I
Right.
mean?
That doesn't
Like
make sense
nominated
to me.
for.
Cause that was last summer.
That was last summer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't get that one. Who do you think is gonna win this category?
Which category?
The best hip hop video. Okay, so here are all the nominations. Just Wanna Rock, Lil Uzi, Players, Coi Leray, Put It on the Floor Again, Lotto and Cardi B, Shake Some, Da Baby, Sitting on Top of the World, Burna Boy, Spin About You, Drake, and Tomorrow 2.
Hmm. I don't know. I
Cause
feel like I don't know. I want to say put it on the floor again.
me too.
I want to,
But
but
it
I
could
feel
be
like
Drake.
it could be Drake, or I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna say it could be like Burna Boy and 21
Oh, it
Savage,
could
possibly.
be. It could be. But best collaboration, we have players, the Busta Rhymes, Coi Leray and Busta Rhymes, Princess Diana, Ice Spice and Nicki, Put It on the Floor, Lotto and Cardi, and then Tomorrow 2, Glorilla and Cardi. And of this one, I kind of do think Glorilla and Cardi are gonna win it. Crazy
Yeah,
enough, there is that God Did song with Lil Wayne and Jay-Z and John Legend and Friday. So
I don't
there's
know.
there's there's that element of it that's like, these are like the elder states, like these are the like I could see, but like I could see there being an argument for that, but I actually do think it's gonna be Glorilla and Cardi for that one.
I was gonna say it probably could go to Ice Spice and Nicki
I
Minaj.
feel like that one
I
would be a
feel
good one
like that
too.
would be
I would
a
be
good
I would
one.
be fine with that because like I said, that remix did grow on me. I have to be honest. Like sometimes
I
my
know.
my original take isn't always the best take. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
sometimes I just go back and listen to it after a while and I'm like, "You know what? I get it. I get
yeah.
it." Mariah, who listens to music a first time, can be a little bit harsh. Mariah later in the weeks and months she's toned
It
down a
grows.
little
It
bit.
grows.
Growth.
Yeah.
So best duo or group, we have City Girls are nominated, but the other nominees are like DJ Drama and Jeezy, Drake and 21 Savage, Earth Gang, Larry June and The Alchemist, Quavo and
Yeah.
Takeoff, and Ray Shrimmered. And obviously they're gonna give it to Quavo and Takeoff. Like that
You
that
think so?
kind of just it just makes sense, and I wouldn't even be
Yeah.
mad about that.
Yeah. Me either.
um there's a best live performer category, and we have Burna Boy, Busta Rhymes, Cardi, Coi Leray, DaBaby, Drake, Kendrick, and Megan Thee Stallion. And
But
Megan,
which live performance of Cardi B are they going out?
I
You know
have
what I
no
mean?
idea. I have no idea
I don't
because
know.
what live performance has she given that's been like? Well, see, when you say live performance, what do they mean? Do they mean televised performance, or do they just mean just like at a concert?
Concert.
Because how
Yeah.
can you judge that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I thought it was like televised,
But
but
then if
again,
that's the
when's the last?
case, and then what televised performance has the baby had?
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
Either way, I think it should go to Meg or Kendrick. That just makes sense.
Hmm.
I think Meg, Kendrick, or Burna Boy. Because if we're talking about live performances, I feel like those people and Busta Rhymes, obviously, but sometimes he be out of breath. He old.
Yo, I was about to say, why is Busta Rhymes coming back?
No, he did win that Legacy Award at the BET Awards this year.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a thing. Okay, so then we have Lyricist of the Year. Cardi is nominated. Actually, she's the only woman nominated because the other nominees are 21 Savage, Andre 3000. Has he released music this
I
year?
don't know.
Burna Boy, Conway the Machine, Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. We know that's gonna go to Kendrick. It's like what? Why even?
Hmm.
It's not. We don't have to talk about that. Song of the Year. We have Players by Coi Ray, Put It on the Floor Again, and Tomorrow Too. Um, and I actually think it could either be, now there's a possibility that it goes to Lil Uzi Vert
I was about to say, I think it's gonna go to Lil Uzi for "Just Wanna Rock."
because niggas love that
I
song.
love that.
Like that shit come on in the club and I just go crazy. So I think it could go. I would like it if it went to Lotto.
Me
Obviously,
too.
because we crown
Song of the
that song of
summer.
the summer. It just makes sense.
I
But
think so too.
whatever. And then hip hop album of the year, we have Koi by Coi Leray is nominated. Anyways, Life's Great, like by Glorilla, and Traumazine by Megan Thee Stallion. If you ask me, it should go to Traumazine. I know you don't like the album. I still fucking love it. And I still think it's like top two as far as Meg's projects go.
Really? Hmm.
I do, and I stand by that. Um,
Hmm. Interesting
there's a
stance.
part of me though that thinks it's gonna go to Metro Boomin
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's gonna go to Metro Boomin out of
because
anybody here.
he's had a really just like I feel like he's been releasing music, and the shit is just fire.
Fire
You know,
that, but like
like
also with like the Spider-Man like album as well.
I
Like,
love that album, and I
yeah.
don't even like superhero shit. Like
Hmm.
I don't fuck with none of that. It's just it makes my head hurt watching it. But I love that album.
No, it
So
was pretty good.
then hip hop artist of the year, we have Cardi B is nominated, Anglo Rilla's nominated. I don't think either of them are gonna win it.
I don't think so either.
Part of me thinks it's gonna be Uzi, or it could be Kendrick.
I would say the same. I could also make a case for 21 Savage or yeah, 21 Savage potentially because I feel like he's also been having a good year.
That's true. And then we have best breakthrough hip hop artist of the year. And we have Ice Spice, Callie, Lola Brooke, and Sexy Red and Doechii. Like, how often is this category like primarily women?
I hope Sexy Red wins.
I hope Sexy Red wins. That being said, I think Ice Spice is gonna win it. And
Really?
I
Okay.
want to go back to what we were saying back at the beginning of the year about how Callie was gonna have a really big year this year, and now look at her. You know what? It's like we're always right. We're always ahead of the curve. You know what? Like just never wrong. And then there's Best Hip Hop Platform. And Carisha Please is nominated. I think she should win.
I hope she wins.
I hope she fucking wins.
I was just thinking about the other day. I was like, she hasn't released a new episode recently,
Like,
and I
what is she
miss it.
doing? Maybe they've been like going and doing like shows and stuff, so she doesn't have time to like do the Carisha Please. She needs to come back with it,
She
okay?
needs to come back because I miss that shit. That
I
shit's
miss that shit.
hilarious.
I hope she fucking wins. And then there's Hustler of the Year, and Cardi B and Carisha are nominated. Who the fuck do you think you are calling her by her government name?
Yeah,
Bitch,
is that it's Young Miami.
It's Young Miami. Put some motherfucking respect on her
Yeah.
stage name, bitch. We not kin. Okay, you cannot call me Carisha.
Right,
Okay,
that's like having G Herbo on here. I'm
Herbert. Who the fuck do you think you are? We not friends, nigga. You better call me Young Miami. Okay, so then Sweet 16. Cardi B on Tomorrow too. Cardi B on Put It on the Floor, and she's the only woman nominated, and she's nominated both times. I truly think she's gonna win it. I gotta
I
be
hope
honest.
so.
But
I
there's
hope so.
Jay Z is also nominated. So
Also, I mean, also 21 Savage with
I
Peaches
don't
and
think that
Eggplant.
I don't think that was as good.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna save my thoughts on the Peaches and Eggplants, the original, and Peaches and Eggplants, the remix, until we
okay.
get to new music. Because I have
Word.
some thoughts, but I think Jay Z is gonna win it. However, I think Cardi should win it.
I hear it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I just think if Jay Z doesn't win it, it's not gonna go to any of these other people. You know what I mean?
I would just like also in general of this. I just want them to tell me the timeline because it's like we have
Mm-hmm.
Oh You Went from
Which just
Drake,
came out.
which
Excuse me.
just came out, but we also have Tomorrow 2 on here.
Which came out a fucking year ago.
Year ago. So what's the timeline here? Like I need somebody to break down the the timeline
Of eligibility.
of eligibility.
Because
right,
then how
exactly.
long does it take you to decide on these nominations?
Exactly.
Because are you just like going in one day, like, and then releasing them the next? Like, what's the? I want to know how the process works.
Know the
Anyway,
thought process.
then
but-
there's Impact Track, Anxiety by Megan Thee Stallion, and that's the only one. I think she should win. I don't give a fuck about none of the rest of these songs. And then yeah, that's really it. There's Tasha and Tracy, who are Brazilian rappers, who I've never heard of, but I am going to listen to now. It should be a fun award show time. Speaking of award shows, let's talk about how the VMAs is gonna be Avengers Endgame next week. Because everybody's about to be in the motherfucking building, bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Nikki's gonna be hosting the VMAs and she's also performing. I don't know if she's gonna perform her new song or she's gonna perform something from the last year. Cardi and Megan are gonna perform bongos. Lotto's gonna be there. Callie's performing.
Nice.
Coi Leray is sure to be there, and she might actually be performing with Metro Boomin. Like I feel like he's gonna perform that song with her. Who else is gonna be there? Like, bitch, everybody's gonna be at the fucking VMAs. And Doja's also performing. So Ice Spice was probably gonna be there and probably gonna perform with Nicki. So, bitch, it's about to be like,
It's
damn,
up.
damn. Do I need to watch the VMAs this year?
Yeah, I was about
Is
to
bitches
say.
gonna be backstage, like fighting? You know,
Squabbling.
squabbling backstage and shit. I think I might need to watch the VMAs this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm interested to see how Nicki Minaj is going to be as an MC.
Because didn't she host it last year?
Was it last year?
Oh, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the year before.
Yeah, I'm like, it was within maybe a 5-year period.
I don't think it was 5 years. Like, I feel like it was the year before or last year. Like, I don't think it was that far because she just won the Video Vanguard Award, and I don't remember. I can't remember. Time has blurred together for me. So it could have been last year that she hosted that.
Maybe.
The point is it's back. It's back to 2018. Grab a girl and stand behind me for a milli. You not finna get in none of this shit, okay? Because everybody's back to being petty, okay? Because why the fuck did Cardi B post an like, oh, I have an announcement tomorrow, that she's gonna make tomorrow. Then the day that she's gonna make the announcement, she's like, I'm gonna drop this announcement at like 6 p.m. PST. Nicki Minaj just randomly is like Pink Friday 2 cover and just drops him onto the cover and start fucking
I was like,
her
what?
fucking new album. I was like, why do you have to be
What?
this way? You are the elder statesman here, technically. Why
Yeah,
can't you
no.
act like it?
Because she never will. She
She
never will.
never act like it. That being said, what did you think of the cover?
I thought it was alright. It was
Because
giving father time to me,
you know
but
what? They said that there's some
right?
tea. They said there's some tea about it.
What do you mean?
About the cover. They said this is not supposed to be because she said cover one of two. So the
Right.
tea that they were talking about was that there was this designer who
Hmm.
had like I guess she had been commissioned by Nikki's stylist to make some pants for her cover for the Pink Friday 2 cover, and they were saying that it was going to be like an ode or like a tribute to Lil Wayne. Remember when he was shirtless on the cover of the Carter 2?
Yeah.
They said that that was what it was supposed to be.
Mm.
So, but then she blasted her because they didn't pay her, and said that Nicki's stylist was sending all kind of threats, like Nicki Minaj will ruin you. You better be grateful for this. Like all I asked for was my fucking money. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I didn't know I couldn't ask for fucking money that you owe me. Is your mic muted? Oh, you did that. Okay, I thought that was an accident.
Yeah, I had a bite of my apple.
That being said, next week is gonna be wild. And then
Chaotic.
chaotic. Okay, so this one is actually I love this. Ice Spice is getting a collaboration with Dunkin' Donuts. She just posted a fucking little a munchkin with a princess chain around it.
At first, I was like, "This is so random,"
It's
but
so
then when I saw
random.
that, I was like, "That actually makes sense.
Doesn't it make sense?
It
Let me
makes so much sense."
one thing about it, Miss Girl is gonna get to the bag.
Yeah,
And let me tell you, I love the pumpkin munchkins. And they only come out this time of year. So you better believe I'm gonna be up there getting me an Ice Spice pumpkin munchkin, bitch. Okay? I
that's exactly. They're
can't
gonna be
wait.
like, there's gonna be like the ice spice combo or something like that at
Can't
Dunkin',
wait. And it's gonna
and I
give you
feel
diabetes.
it's definitely gonna give you something. You're gonna feel something when you eat it. But no, I think it's perfect because like Dunkin' is obviously like a huge staple on the East Coast as well, so it's like
Exactly.
perfect pairing, perfect pairing.
Okay. So Sexy Red also just did an interview. Okay, so she did an interview with Interview Magazine. And it's more just like a Q&A and some
Yeah,
highlights, like she was talking about how like she grew up on Trina, so she doesn't understand why people are so shocked by her music, which I have said before. I said, "Are y'all new here? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Do you remember I got an ass so big like the sun? Hope you got a
son,
mile for a dick I want to run. Slap it in my face, shove it down my throat, nigga. Where your blunt? I can make." And that's just one song. That's
that's just
one
one
song.
song.
Okay, like I don't know how these people are like they're new here when it comes to this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's just like it's what's the word? It's like compounding on each other,
Yeah,
because it's like it's going from like the freak level is just expanding.
and
I
good,
think
and it should.
so.
Why
I
hide
think
your
that's
freak?
why.
You shouldn't
So
hide
that's
your freak.
yeah, exactly. But I think it's just that's why I think people are like, oh,
Yeah.
it's getting graphic.
You know what? It is getting a little bit graphic. And then she also said, like, she's not interested in a record deal at the moment. And you know what? I kind of get that. She's young and she's lit. She's turned. Having an
Yeah,
incredible summer.
and it was funny though because like I was watching that documentary on Netflix about ladies first,
Mm-hmm.
and they were talking. Lotto was explaining her hesitancy of signing with Jermaine Dupri's like record label
Mm-hmm.
because she was like,
So deaf.
yeah, so that because she was like, what are you going to be able to do for me that I'm not already doing for myself right now? I got
Exactly.
the machine. I got my own machine. I got my fans right behind me. I'm
Exactly.
writing my own lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
going on tours. Like, what more could you do for me than I'm already doing for myself? Plus,
Mm-hmm.
I would be signing away parts of my rights
Exactly.
to you. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it totally makes sense, and it's like once she continues to like build up her accolades and whatnot, I think she'll be able to be in a position to like really cash in and get
Yeah,
to the bag.
absolutely. And she should. And she's already working on music with like major artists. I still think she's gonna be on Drake's new album.
You think so?
We
I
shall
think so.
fucking see. We shall fucking see. She might even be on Nicki's new album. I don't know. Then she's also working on new music with Brent Fayez. And what the
What
fuck?
is that gonna sound
What
like?
the
What
fuck
is
is
that
she?
gonna sound
Why
like?
is she working on new music with Brent? What the fuck?
What are they saying?
What
What are
are
they
they
saying?
talking about?
What are they talking
How
about?
did they meet each other? Wait, what in what world does Sexy Red and Brent Fayez need to be on the same song? It doesn't make sense to
It
me.
doesn't. I don't know. I
So,
have no idea.
and I'm not a fan of Brent Fayez.
Oh, really?
I just think
Okay.
it's so funny because he will, like, somebody tweeted once, he just goes in the studio, layers the worst of vocals you've ever heard, makes no attempt to blend, and then goes home. And I said, that's exactly right. That's exactly what all of his songs sound like. Like, this nigga wanted to be a rapper, but somebody told him, no, you can't do that. And so he's like, fine, I guess I'll do this instead. You know
Oh
what
my
I mean?
god.
And then she's also working on music with Lil Durk, which
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Makes more
Like,
sense.
that is a person you should be working on new music with. Apparently, he's gonna be on the Hellcats SRT's like remix. Perfect fit.
I would
Perfect
love
fit.
that. I would
Perfect
love that
fit.
actually.
Those are two people who should be releasing music together. And then she also
Agreed.
says she has a lipstick line that's dropping soon. Flavors include coochie juice, sex on my period, yellow discharge, and gonorrhea. Which flavor do you think you're gonna try?
I am inclined to try maybe the coochie
Maybe
juice.
coochie juice.
Maybe. I'm
Maybe.
not sure. Um, I guess I gotta see them.
Yeah, I need to see. I feel like maybe sex on my period. I love a good red tint in a lip gloss. I feel like I would try sex on my period. Yellow discharge, I don't know.
I don't
That one
know. I
might
don't
that
know.
one
That
might
might.
trigger me because I've had a yeast infection before, and I'm still really scarred from it that one time, and that was like 6 years ago. So I don't know about that one. And gonorrhea, I really don't want to invite that energy into my house. Like, I
Oh
don't want
man,
that.
yeah. Don't
So,
need that.
so
I'm weak.
I might have to sit that one out. But you know what? Sex on my period and coochie juice, it might be a hit. Like, like I
It
might
might be a hit.
it
I
might
don't
be
know.
a
I don't
hit.
know.
Like I mean it might. What else? What else?
The
Oh my god, light skin Keisha is pregnant.
Yes, I
Um
saw that. I was like, is it by that
the
man?
same man. The
Okay,
same man who told her you would not leave me if I cheated on you. And
that's messed
then
up.
and then after that, after she announced her pregnancy, apparently he has another baby by another woman, not a baby, she's like a kid or whatever, by another woman. And the
Hmm.
woman got on like Instagram live. I don't know what she did. She got on the internet and she blasted him saying, you haven't seen your child in 6 months. The last time you saw your child was March. And light skinned Keisha then got on Instagram live and said, you're lying on him because she was with us in April. And so everybody was like, oh, so he hasn't seen her in 5 months, not six. Like, so it's only been 5 months since he saw his child, not 6 months.
What? It's like, get your facts right,
Baby,
okay?
it's only been 5 months.
5 months.
It has not been 6
You're over
months.
here exaggerating.
You're
The
exaggerating.
facts.
It hasn't even been half a year since he saw his kid. Not yet. Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Okay. And bet you he still ain't go pick her up after that. I bet you that
Oh
nigga still didn't go
man,
get that baby after that.
that's so messed up. Oh my god.
Like, if niggas have one thing, it's the audacity. But
The
there's
audacity.
always gonna be a dumb bitch running behind him thinking, well, I'm gonna be different than the last baby mama. And then you end up left
Yeah.
like the rest of them bitches. Out here looking stupid. Like
Yeah.
that girl, did you see that girl on TikTok? She calls her baby daddy a random man from Atlanta. And she's fucking 23. This nigga got
Hmm.
like 6 or 7 other baby mamas. And she was like, well, I thought he was gonna be different, like it's given Summer Walker, like I thought I was different, and now I can't stand this nigga, and I just got a baby with him, and I can't do shit about that.
She about it. Yeah.
Can't do shit
Yeah.
about it.
Look at the past history. Come on.
Come on,
Come
like
on, girls.
baby
Come
mamas
on.
are not crazy like y'all think they be. Okay, moving on to which one do I care about? Okay, so Juicy J says he's working on new music with Megan the
Love that.
Stallion,
Love that.
which I love.
Great producer combo.
Yes,
Her and what's his name? Lil Ju on the beat.
yes,
Those combinations.
yes.
Fire.
And they really seem like they just like genuinely care about her. And I
Yeah.
feel like even in like her making music, like you want people surrounded by you who have like the best of intentions and not people who are going to use you, for your talent and your beauty and your name, and then the next week be like trashing you over some shit. And I'd be like, well, bitch, we're not going to release this then. Fuck is you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
And then so this is funny because Megan was supposed to headline Global Citizens Festival
Mm.
on the 23rd of this month. But then she dropped out. And you know who has a concert in Houston on the same day? Everybody says that Mega's coming out at the Beyonce show, and this is
I see that.
why.
I see that. I
And
see that.
and bitch, this is why I need to be there. This is why I need to be there. I need to be
Oh.
at this fucking show. Are you kidding me?
Uh,
And then there was something. ATL Jacob tweeted some dumb shit. Oh wait, did we talk about Drea Mack?
no.
Do you remember that rapper Drea Mack who made that song? I ain't never been with a baddie.
Oh yeah,
Da-da-da-da.
yeah, yeah.
Girl, they have outed her as an abuser. This is what her friends posted this. Said trigger warning. So trigger warning.
No.
Drea Mack is an abuser. This is from one of her friends on Instagram. Drea Mack is an abuser. We've been best friends with Drea for the past 10 years, and it breaks our heart to have to do this. But we've been informed and shown multiple pieces of evidence from her victim, who is also one of our closest friends, that has honestly left us disgusted and heartbroken. Drea continuously physically and mentally abused her ex girlfriend for 2 years. This includes acts as repeatedly punching, kicking, strangling, and smashing the victim's phone, and in an instance where Drea beat her until she could no longer even stand. Drea has sent the victim multiple threats telling her to kill herself and many other sickening messages throughout their relationship and continue to even after. Drea would make it seem like her ex had a lot of anxiety around friends and other people, masking the fact while manipulating and torturing her behind closed doors. When the victim finally blocked Drea Mack, realizing she could no longer take the abuse, Drea then proceeded to go as far as emailing her, begging her friends, including us, to speak to her, which sparked questionable behavior and led us to have a sit down with the victim to find out what the problem was. After years of enduring all the pain and abuse, the victim finally gained the courage to speak out and told us everything that happened. The details are horrific, and the saddest thing is this is only a brief 10% of this. She will remain scarred and traumatized for the rest of her life. We will not stand this behavior. This is criminal and narcissist we are dealing with. Andrea is lucky the police aren't involved. That being said, this be a warning that she cannot enter any space of the ballroom community or anywhere close to the victim or under any circumstances, or there will be major consequences. I guess her friends are a part of the ballroom community. And
Yeah.
then Drea posted an Instagram like a notes app apology saying, I would like to address the allegations made against me yesterday. I'm ashamed to say that these allegations are true. I want to address this with complete openness and honesty because of the person I've affected. Even though I'll never be able to take away her pain and trauma I've inflicted, all I can do now is take accountability of and show my remorse whilst working toward change and becoming a better person. I've been in denial about my behavior for years, and I know the person I want to be, and I'm committed to working on myself. But deep down, I know I've got a long way to go. I acted solely through the hate in my heart towards myself. I inflicted the hate onto someone who was just trying to love and support me, and for that, I will forever be saddened and disappointed by my behavior and will
What?
always carry the shame eternally. Blah, blah, blah. She says I'm in anger management and CBT and in therapy, even though the sorries don't change it. I sincerely apologize. This is crazy because this girl was just on Twitter like 2 weeks ago, saying like, "Oh, Meg, this and oh, like, I'm so sorry. Oh, I support you and all this shit." Whole time you're an abuser yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. And also the fact that this was posted online and they're like, we're not gonna get the police involved. If I was a police officer right now, I'd be
Let me
on
tell
Twitter
you.
like,
Okay, so we're gonna
oh,
go
an
and
admission of
investigate this.
admission of guilt.
Yeah, we're gonna put this motherfucker in jail. Okay? Because I
What?
don't care. There should be no statute of limitations on this shit. But you know what? Shout out to her friends. Because they said
Holding them accountable.
they were like, we've been friends with her for 10 years.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
they got on Instagram and like, we can't tolerate this. And those are the kind of people that we fucking need. You see your friends doing
yeah.
some fucked up shit, you need to hold the fucking flame to their feet. Like, are you
Hmm.
kidding me? You can't that's crazy. Cause like she's so funny and so bubbly and so bright on Instagram and like on like TikTok and all this. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, you're an abuser. Like I
I
wish
know.
I wish healing on her victim, and just her. like continued ability to lead a normal life, because it has to be hard to see your abuser constantly online being praised and type and all this shit, knowing all the fucked up shit that they did to you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Oh my
so moving
god.
on to new music.
Oh.
So we have a lot of new music. We were really fed. We have Bongos by Cardi and Meg, Wrong One by our black girl in Sync, Chocolate
Mhm.
Rain by Flo Milli, a You Wish remix with Callie and Missy Elliott, Demons by
Mhm.
Doja, Jersey by Baby Tate, Last Time I Saw You by Nicki, Booty Drop by Doechii, and the Peaches and Eggplant remix with Peaches and Eggplant
Sexy
remix with
red.
Sexy Red and Lotto, and then Busta Rhymes and Coil Ray on this song. So let's talk about
Where do you want to
bongos.
start?
Let's talk
All
about
right.
bongos. Should I go first or should you go first?
Okay, I'll just say, I watched it as on Friday, and it just felt like an ad to
Mm-hmm.
me.
That's
It was
exactly it.
strong ad placement,
Product placement
and
like a motherfucker.
I don't know, it just like it didn't stick with me.
No.
Like it's just like kind of they wanted to get cute and get some advertising dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was like almost it felt like a formula in a way because
Mm-hmm.
they're like, oh, I'm gonna go live on YouTube. I'm going to do this,
Mm-hmm.
and like the way that they promoted it.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't necessarily like the song that
Mm-mm.
much.
Mm.
Hey, girls looked great. Loved the
Yes.
fits. Loved the
Mm-hmm.
choreography, but song's not it.
I agree. I listened to the song on Spotify before I watched the music video, and the first listen, I was like, "This is fine. I like the beat. It's really catchy. I don't think this is a song that is going to hit the way. And you know what? It doesn't have to be another WAP because that was a very specific moment in
Yes.
time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is a song that's going to hit much more in a club setting.
Okay.
Remixed with some other reggaeton and
Sure.
like Latin music. I feel like on the remix we should have like Carol G or Anita or even Rosalia or Bad Bunny. Like let's get some Latin
Mm-hmm.
flavor up in there on the remix. Like I loved the music video. I loved how colorful.
Yeah.
One thing about Cardi that I really love in her music videos is like her Dominican is like fully on display. Like
Yep. Yep.
it's colorful, it's bright. Despite
Mm-hmm.
all the product placement, like she's going to put on a show in her music
Yeah.
videos, which I really love and I really appreciate her artistry in that way. And she talked about in an interview, like she spent $2 million of her own money to make this music video happen. And I can tell because it went to great use. That being said, the
Yeah.
song didn't really hit. It didn't really do much for me. And Meg said, when she said, this song, it doesn't really sound like anything that's out right now in female rap. Like it doesn't really sound like any other songs that I've heard from female rappers. And I'm like, yeah, because it's not
Yeah.
great. It's it's not great. So,
Yeah.
but you know what? I'm gonna let him have
Y'all
it.
tried something. Y'all
Y'all
tried
try
something.
something new, and I am never
Cool.
gonna fault somebody for trying something new. Because you know
Yeah.
what? That's how we grow. This wasn't the
Yeah.
one. This wasn't the one. But that don't mean
But
that I'm not gonna count my girls out. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be
Um,
back when they
even
want to do another song.
even though Cardi said that the album's not coming this year.
All right. Fine.
You know what,
Fine.
girl? I'm fucking sick of it. What the fuck?
You know what?
When is it coming
Whatever.
then? When is it coming?
Whatever.
When is it coming?
She's just gonna slow roll, drop in music, do stuff like this, singles, hop on these features, and like that's it.
Remember when the City Girls told us they were coming this summer and then just didn't?
Yeah.
Then just didn't.
Yeah.
Why are
Actually,
people lying to us?
I don't know.
Why do people
I don't
need?
know.
Why are we being lied to?
Tell us.
I don't
Misha.
understand. Okay. The You Wish remix, phenomenal.
Yeah, I did like it. I did like it.
Phenomenal.
It was a
Callie?
true remix too.
Thank
it was
you.
True, because they also redid their own verses.
Yes, they fucking did. They have been working so fucking hard this summer, pushing that song everywhere.
Running everywhere.
They have run 1,000 miles, okay, across the country. These girls
Yeah.
have run from Los Angeles to New York and back again, okay.
Yep.
And Callie ate this verse up, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Hello, Christ, my jeans don't fit again." And I said, "You know what, girl? You're right, because she is fine as
Yeah.
hell." And I
Yeah.
just think Callie has gone from like being this underground artist who, I don't know, like people really weren't onto her, to now you're on a song with Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
And Missy really came and showed these girls. And that's one thing about Missy that we said before. One thing about her, it don't matter what generation of girls, She gonna
Yeah.
show them love. You know what? And
Yeah.
Missy really came on this verse and said, "Oh, I still got it.
Oh yeah.
I'm still Melissa, bitch. The misdemeanor, Elliot. Don't you ever fucking forget it, bitch.
And I feel like
Okay?
she had tweeted them as well, and she's like, "I love it. Like
Yes.
this is it. This is the fun type of music."
And maybe that's how it
So
happened.
yeah, I was like, maybe that's how it happened.
Maybe that's how it
But
happened.
no, definitely a good song.
Hmm.
What did you think about Black Girl in Sync? Wrong one.
You know what? I thought the video was cute
I
because
thought the video was
it
cute.
was giving me Set It Off vibes.
Yeah,
It was giving
yeah,
me, and I love that because that just seems like them. Like they seem like they're ride or die for each other. You know,
yeah,
like they're really friends. The song, I thought it was fine. You know,
yeah. It was like
it
fine.
was
It was
cute.
okay.
I think I like
Yeah.
K Carbon's verse the best on this song.
Okay.
I definitely feel like Gloss Up is coming so much harder. And I said
Yeah.
this. I said like she's growing, you know, she's coming harder, and I really respect that about her. So
Hmm.
I thought it was cute. It still hasn't lived up to
The other
the
songs.
other
Yeah,
songs that they've done before. Like
I
it
agree.
hasn't lived up to that. And you know, like so I thought it was fine. I want more from them. You know
More.
what I mean? I
Yo,
don't know what
same.
it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I want them to get with a different producer. Like, you know, Love Hit
I think
Kid
Tate. I was
down,
like,
but
Take Keith did this one, right?
did Hit Kid do this one? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was Hit Kid. But
Maybe.
I want them to try something new. You know, like I love this formula. I love you guys all being together. I love you guys all working together. And I really hope nobody tries to like break them up. But I do want them to try something new, something fresh, something different, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
And last
Yeah.
time I think we talked about Glorilla, she was talking about how she was preparing for a new album to come out.
Mhm.
Maybe they'll be on it, you know?
Yeah.
I really hope they are.
Me too.
Demons. Okay.
I feel like everything that I've heard about. So I saw the music video, and
What?
everybody's like, after I see this music video, I feel like I need to turn on some like Kirk Franklin. Like,
Get the fuck out of here. Where
like I
were
gotta
they?
cleanse my
Bitch,
soul.
where were they during the Illuminati videos of like 2011? Bitch, and we was like on YouTube analyzing. Shut the fuck up. Come on now. This is nothing. Don't you know what? Let me say this. First of all, this
Mhm.
sounds like something Baby Keem just threw away. That being said, get them niggas on the remix ASAP. Like
That being said,
I want both of them niggas on the remix, actually. Um
that is so true. I
and
could see that.
and why do I feel like Kendrick would do it? You know, like, and if Kendrick do it, Baby Keem's gonna do it. Like, I
Yeah,
really do think so.
I
So
could see that.
the song, I just like, what the fuck is she doing? You know, but you know what? I
You saw
still,
that video or that picture, the album cover, the potential album cover.
you know what? I'm holding out hope for
Oh,
her.
that's not it. Yeah.
I'm not turning my back on her because she needs me right now. Because she needs me right now. She needs me to lay hands on her right now. She needs somebody to support her right now, and I'm not turning my back on Doja Cat because she said in an interview, she's like she recorded the album in like 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever, in Malibu in a studio, and that those songs are wildly different from what the album sound like. So to me, that's saying
Oh.
that these are just throwaway singles.
Oh, you think so? Okay. Hmm.
I don't have shit else to hold on to. It's either this or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
Yeah. I
know.
mean, I thought the song was all right, but that's funny that you said Baby Keem. I could see that. I could definitely see
Couldn't
that.
you?
I
Couldn't
could see
you?
that.
Like as soon as I heard it, I said, "Oh, them niggas have been talking. I know they've been talking. You
You've been
know,
talking.
I feel it. Okay, let's talk about last time that I saw you.
I couldn't finish it. I'm sorry. I don't
What?
know. I don't know what
Okay,
it is.
okay, go ahead.
Maybe I need to go.
I
Maybe
want to
I
hear
need to
it.
go back
No, no,
and
no. I
like
want to hear what you
list.
like. Just tell me. You know, I
Yeah.
trust you.
No. No. I'm saying like yeah. I feel like I possibly need to go back, but more recently I've been realizing that I have this like aversion to like Nicki Minaj
It's
in
because she
general.
seems like she's a really bad
She's just like
person.
ick.
She
She's just
just
like an
gives me the
ick
ick. She
for
does.
some reason, and
You
I
know
feel
the reason. It's because she
and my
acts like a
goodness,
damn clown.
yes. And so like, and I'm like, you're way too old to be doing this stuff. And so I don't know. Like again, I listened to it. I was just this sounds like something I kind of heard before, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't always like slow paced like Nicki Minaj songs
Mm-mm.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that also was part of it.
Mm. You know, there's a part of me that kind of has a soft spot for this kind of stuff. One, because
Okay.
I do love pop music. Like, don't get me wrong. And like I said in our last episode, like I think Nicki does pop really well. This song, it doesn't sound like it's going to be like it doesn't sound like she was trying to do anything groundbreaking with this, but rather she just had something get off her chest. You know, she lost her dad like very randomly. A couple weeks after her son was born,
Oh no, I didn't know
her
that.
dad was killed like in a hit and run accident a couple weeks after her son was born. As a person who also lost a father, like very randomly, like sure mine was like 10 plus years ago, but I could feel that.
Still.
No, yeah, and I could feel that in this, so I kind of had a soft
Mm,
spot for this song, kind of
okay.
because it felt like it felt like for her it was something that she needed to get off her chest. And so I think I'm changing my mind and I might be back on the Pink Friday 2 train. Just because I want her to be more vulnerable. I want her to be honest on this album. I want her to talk about the way that she's behaved. I want her to talk about, if she's had any vulnerabilities with this new
Same.
generation of rap girls. And I feel like last time I saw you, kind of like open that door just a little bit, like just give us a little peek into the real, what's at the core of Nicki Minaj. I'm not saying this
Yeah.
song is gonna. I didn't download it. I'm not listening.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to this song. I'm not going back to it again and again. But I think it's like I get it. I get where she's coming from with it. I see what she was trying to do with it. So I don't hate it for that reason.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I
Um
hear that. I
now
hear that.
let's talk about a song I did fucking hate. Um First of all, I love Young Nudie. Let me be fucking clear. That's my nigga. Every time I'm cycling, I put that nigga on and I'm like, I'm running from the cops. Like I really be, I be on I be on one. When I want to get my cycle in. I
Sure.
hate peaches and eggplants.
The
I
song in
hate it,
general.
hate it, hate it, hate it. In general, I hate peaches and eggplants. I think it is a mess and it makes my head hurt to listen to it. And this remix made it 10 times worse. This song is a
No.
fucking mess. What is going on?
No.
Who put this
No.
together? Who
No.
put this together? Who did this and why? Because I want to choke you out. You gave me a headache. The song was
No.
halfway through. I was drunk with confusion. I said, what's going on and where am I? Somebody kidnapped me. And I just couldn't believe it. It was awful. And Lotto's verse was like the one, like Sexy Red's verse was good. I think if you take their verses out of this song, great verses, they should have been on a different song.
On a different
On a
song.
different song. And the Benzino line, ooh, I know that had
That
Coil
shit
Ray.
was funny.
I know that had
That was
Coil Ray
funny.
pressed. I know that had
That was
Coil Ray
hilarious.
pressed. But one thing about Coil Ray, she's cute. She don't rap like Lotto rap. You know what I mean? Like
No.
it's they're not gonna go head to head on the
They
on
couldn't. They couldn't.
they couldn't. It wouldn't
They
be fair.
couldn't.
It wouldn't be fair to Coy. And don't get me wrong, because I've grown to like Coil Ray.
Same. Same.
But if it's between her and Lotto or who's gonna win, but you know what? Here's the thing I will say about that. I'm glad it's finally not Nicki Minaj in some shit. I'm glad. I'm glad this bitch is doing her own motherfucking thing and two other bitches is beefing. And
Well,
she
this
ain't
is
even.
like the second time that she came for Coil Ray. I feel like kind of came, I guess, for Coil Ray.
But I feel like
Because
Coil Ray is always like subbing her like subtly. You know what I
you think
mean?
so?
I think so. I think they're having fun with it.
Okay.
I think they're having fun subbing each other.
I personally like Peaches and Eggplant. The song grew
Okay,
on me.
okay. Tell me about it. I want to hear your opinion because I respect you, so I want to know why.
Thank you. I like the original song. Like when it first came out, I was like, "Yeah, this is like garbage." And then like I only liked 21 Savage's verse on there, but it grew on me. Like also it became like very popular, so I heard it more. I did not like Sexy Red's verse on the remix. I thought that was hot nonsense. I was laughing at it. I was just like, what are we getting away with? But
any murder. That's what they're getting away with.
But I was like, Lotto's verse on this, like on her like man's track too. I was like,
hey y'all go. We have no evidence of this.
You know that they are together.
You don't know this.
You know that they're together.
You don't know this.
Anyway,
You
and then Lotto looked good. She looked good as fuck too.
She do be looking good as fuck now. She
I
do be looking.
mean, like
She
she
do be
looked
looking good as fuck.
she looked very Atlanta, like her
She
hair, the
does
new
look like she's
chain
from
that she
Atlanta.
got. Like, I don't know. I really enjoyed her verse on it. I think hers was like the best addition to this remix.
I agree.
Like,
That being
yeah.
said, it was still hot garbage if you ask me. Um.
That's totally fair. I can see
Mhm.
it.
Mhm. Okay, let's move on to our main topic because we've been chatting,
Okay.
just chatting. I'm
Yeah.
having a great time. We're just
Yeah.
talking and talking, but I want to talk about. Let's move on to our main topic,
Sure.
which is talking about AI, artificial intelligence in rap music,
Mm-hmm.
because the Grammy nominations are coming up, and
Yeah.
shit is like it's crazy. So I looked up what is AI exactly. And so it
Mm-hmm.
says artificial intelligence is a machine's ability to perform the cognitive functions we usually associate with human minds.
Mm-hmm.
So then a couple weeks ago, and then actually I just saw somebody, one of the, I don't know, he's like a director on the board of the Grammy, walk this statement back. But what he said was or what this article from Entertainment Weekly says is the viral AI song with fake Drake and the Weeknd vocals
Yeah.
might be eligible for the Grammys. It says "Heart on My Sleeve," which clone the pop star's vocals, is absolutely eligible in two Grammy categories, according to the Recording Academy, because an anonymous songwriter went viral early this year by cloning their voices for a new song. And he says, da da da, the chief exec. Okay, so the chief executive of the Recording Academy, Harvey Mason Jr., that's the guy, told the outline that the creative side of the song is absolutely eligible for Song of the Year and Best Rap Song because it was written by a human.
Okay.
Um, but then they walked it back saying, well, it can be eligible because it's not commercially released. Like it's
Right.
not available to purchase or on
On a
on a
platform.
platform
Yeah.
because obviously, duh, like you can't just fucking do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that that could be something that could happen, I thought was crazy enough to me that we had to talk about it.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's pretty wild. I mean, like, I can understand like the songwriting aspect, like they were saying, because it's like, okay, that came from a person, like, creative talents, whatever. But obviously, it's like the popularity of it had only increased because of the cloning of
exactly.
like these musicians.
Mhm.
And I think this obviously goes back to what's happening in Hollywood, right? With
Mhm.
like actors and like being able to use
Yup.
their likeness in
Yup.
films and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And it's like there has to be some rules and regulations that go based off of people's likeness of voice,
Mhm.
their presentation and
Mhm.
everything, because then it's like, I don't know, they could do it. Then it's like, why have like why have
Yup.
talent in the first place,
Yep.
you know?
Like remember when they were doing that hologram shit and they had like
Yeah.
hologram Tupac going on tour and shit?
Yeah.
I knew it would lead to something like this. I
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like this kind of thing is like the wild wild west. It's so unregulated, like you said, that it could just
Mm-hmm.
be anything. But my thing is, number one about this is like where the fuck, like, do you hear AI Taylor Swift songs? Do you hear
Mm.
AI Olivia Rodrigo songs? Do you hear them making AI Bad Bunny songs? No, it's these black artists that they're
Mm.
trying to make AI songs for.
Mhm.
And it's like what does that say about, our culture and how we feel about black artists as being disposable? Or that we own
Mm.
what they give us, or that, we can take from them what they've given us and that their voices don't belong to them as much as like a Taylor Swift, a voice belongs to her. Like you don't hear them making AI Bob Dylan songs. Like
Yeah.
they're only doing this to rap music. Like they're making these AI rap songs. And why do people feel like this is an art form that is so
Replicable.
disposable, that's so
Yeah.
malleable, that anybody can have access to this culture? And I think that's a major problem that, years and years and years of like not gatekeeping well enough has led us to thinking that this
Mm.
is something that you can do if you can string some words together, like you can call yourself a rapper or you can write a rap
Yeah.
song, but that's not what this is, you know
Yeah.
like, have you ever, okay, so then moving on to our next question, like, did you listen to this song, like this AI,
I think I'd heard that song before.
and how did you feel about it?
I mean, I was like, oh, I could see if they had released this,
Mm,
it would probably be kind of popular.
yeah.
But I didn't have any other like feelings about it. I was like, oh, it's like cool. I'm
Mm,
like, this is something that he definitely probably would have released.
yeah.
Like they would have collaborated on. So I was like, that's it's accurate.
There's something very soulless to me about AI generated songs. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like there's something that doesn't feel right. Like I listen to these songs where they're like, this is AI generated Kendrick song, and I'm like, this doesn't sound anything like what Kendrick would release. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like there's something missing to it, you know, and it's
Well, I
obviously
think
that person.
yeah, but it's like as technology evolves, right? It only gets smarter.
Mm.
And so it's like the more that with this technology it's able to consume, it will tweak it to become better at eventually. Like these are obviously like the early stages of what AI can
But
be,
that's not
but it's
scary to you?
oh, I think it's scary. I mean, like, I think about it like, I work in the tech space.
Right.
And so it's like we're already seeing what it looks like for like software developers having this like infiltrate their jobs potentially, which was like something, being a software developer seemed to be like a pretty secure job.
Yeah.
But now with this AI and machine learning coming
Mm.
in, it's their jobs are at risk because
Mhm.
it's like they can AI could do what they do in like less than an hour.
That's crazy.
Like so I don't know. I think that it will fortunately and unfortunately get better
Mm.
over time.
Yeah.
I think that where there's like opportunity for improvements in technology that can set us back, there's people who are developing technology to be able to
Mm.
combat that as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know, me being an artist, just being like, technology and it can do this and like it sounds very technically proficient and maybe this is how they would say it. There's this aspect of it that's just missing and that is the soul, that is the culture, that is
Yeah.
the lived experiences that these artists talk about. That is their twang, and their growth and their changes and like there's so much about it that just it doesn't work, and it
Yeah.
sounds very soulless to me.
No, I think that's a good way of putting it, soulless. And I think it takes away the creativity that we
Mhm.
appreciate from artistry that, like you said, how they evolve as a person
Mhm.
from the way that they say certain things or like the subject matter
Mhm.
changes. I definitely hear that.
And it just like and then we can move on to, our next question, which is like, what do you think about AI generated hip hop music or other genres, which kind of ties back to what I was just saying is like,
Yeah.
why do I feel like they are only doing this to hip hop?
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that before. And that's so true that I hadn't heard any other genres having any AI like generate songs,
No.
which is so interesting. I don't know. Like,
It's so interesting because it's like Taylor Swift and Bad Bunny are kind of like right now like the biggest, musical artists, and like The Weeknd, like that, but they did use his voice, but he's definitely more pop hip hop than he is
yeah,
like just straight pop. But why aren't they cloning their voices? What does that say about how people feel about hip hop culture, about how white people or these people who are developing these technologies who are probably definitely white, feel about hip hop and how they can, capitalize on it without being a
mm,
part of this culture?
mm, I
You
don't
know?
know. That's pretty
Exactly.
deep.
Who
That's
not
pretty deep.
exactly, like, there's no answer for it, but there is something about it that feels icky. Like, it
Yeah.
feels wrong.
Hmm.
And what do you so then you actually started talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
But our last question, and where do you think this will lead to for artists? Like, do you see there being pushback about this? Do you see there being lawsuits? Like, what does this mean for
Yeah.
artists? And what are their rights even? Like, do they even have the
Yeah.
right to be like, you can't do that?
I'm not sure what it's going to look like. I think that in the future state, I'm sure that there's going to be collaboration between the artists, songwriters, and AI in
Mm,
terms of thinking about music.
mm,
So, like, if they're having, let's say, some type of roadblock
yeah.
of being able to create music,
Mm.
who's to say that they won't be using like AI to be able to help them get through that? And I feel like that might be another talking point within hip hop of saying like, ghostwriters, it's like,
Ooh,
okay,
now it's
AI.
literally. Now it's
Yeah, like
literally.
so I feel like I think in a future state they're going to use it as a tool of like collaboration
Mm,
because I it's like this technology is not going to go away. It's like
Okay.
you're either going to have to use it or you're going to be somewhat left behind in some ways.
Mhm.
So I think there's going to be opportunity for collaboration. I think that there will have to be some type of regulation.
Absolutely.
Same thing with like streaming and
Yeah.
how artists get like residuals off of that.
Right.
There needs to be a way to be able to say like, okay, you are able to maybe use like X percentage of like AI within like an album,
Yeah.
or you are not able to use like the artist likeness
Yeah.
in this type of capacity, but that has to be like clearly spelled out in
Yeah.
some way. So I'm hoping that it's like there's some structure around it in the
Mhm.
upcoming years, but also artists are going to have to start speaking out in
That's what I
front
was
of
gonna
it to
say.
get ahead of it.
That's what I was gonna say. I think there's gonna be just major pushback. Like I feel like there's about to be like a coalition of music artists against AI because I
Yeah.
truly don't believe that they are gonna stand for this shit.
Oh, no
Of there
way.
being ghostwriters using their voices with songs that they did not write and that don't represent what they believe, as
Hmm.
artists and shit like that. Like I think there's going to be a major pushback and it's going to force there's going to force regulators to, make very specific rules about what AI and music looks like. And somebody's gonna get sued. Like somebody's about to get
Oh
the
yeah,
shit
it's
sued out
gonna
of them.
take one. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna get the shit sued out of them to make an example.
Hmm.
Like for real. But I don't
Hmm.
support it. I'm sure there are all these aspects to AI that make life easier for certain people who are like disabled or like
Hmm.
who have like mental disabilities and things like that. And sure, you know I agree with that. We always want to make life easier for those people, but I think in music, I don't think it has a place. And
Yeah.
that isn't to say that it's going to go away because there are lots of things that in music that I think don't have a place. But this one just feels like extra wrong and icky to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, I hear that. I
yeah.
mean, like I said, I don't think it's going anywhere. It's just
I
how do
agree.
we adapt? It's how do we adapt around it
Mhm.
and like provide structures in place in
Yeah.
order to still encourage artists to be creative, be
Yes.
who they are,
Yes.
but also it's like not
Mm.
like hinder their ability to also utilize this technology that would
I
be
agree.
potentially helpful for them.
I
So,
agree. I love it when we're on the opposite side of a debate because I think it's no, because we agree on a lot of things, But
yeah.
I always love it when we have like different opinions because I never would have thought of it that way. But you work in tech, and so
Hmm.
you obviously come to this with like a very different perspective than I
Perspective.
do.
Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
always appreciate that.
No, same.
Um,
I was like, you also brought a different point than I thought of
mhm,
about like just the commoditization of like hip hop in general
mhm,
within AI. So that's something
mhm.
that different that I didn't know.
Should we do music
Yeah, I
recs?
was about to say, do you want to go first? I don't even know which one
Okay.
I did last time. I think I have one. You know
Okay.
what? I do have one. I do have one.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to do this one from the new Kin the Man EP project, whatever she's calling it,
Uh huh.
back to 304 and I want to do Keep Going. I
Okay.
really wait, hold on. I was just trying to make sure that was the song I was thinking of, because I was like, there were two. No, keep going. Because I really love Ken jumping into this house music bag.
Hmm.
I think I've loved both of those songs that she's released that have been in that vein, and I want her to keep doing that. So that's
Yeah.
my rec. Keep going by Ken the Man.
Nice, nice. I'll have to listen to that one. My rec is by Mona Leo,
Period.
and it's I love my nigga.
Oh,
And
I love that song. I'm so glad you said that because I've been listening to that song on repeat. You know what? This is what we need for the next EP, Mona Leo. All that
yeah,
other shit, leave it in the past. Understand you was happy. You just had a baby. You love this. We don't want to hear that no more. We
we're
want
done. We're
this. We're
done.
done with that. It was cute. It was a moment. Get back to this shit, okay? I
Yeah,
want to hear this. Talk your shit. I love
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, that's another episode. If you made it all the way to the end of this episode, thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank
We're so
you.
excited to be back. We had a great summer
Yes,
off, but now we're back, and y'all know the fall is coming. So that means it's award show season.
yes,
And we
yes.
will
Be
catch
on the
you guys.
lookout.
Be on the lookout because we've been thinking about it. We've been thinking about it for months now, actually. Literally though. But thank you guys, and we'll see you in our next episode. Bye.
Bye.